Hey y'all, I'm Cal. Let's get messy. Hi guys, welcome back.
Hello.
Bud is back with me again.
Yay.
So before we start, let's just get the unnecessary explanations out of the way that I feel obligated to give.
Go ahead.
Missed last week. Had something else recorded that I'm not able to put up yet. And we're moving, like, as in we've got a moving truck out there, and Lee didn't plan far enough ahead to have a bunch of stuff recorded. I actually recorded neurodivergent burnout twice. Sorry, I keep losing the train of thought.
Volume 1, 2 times.
Volume 1, 2 times, that goes along with a blog series that I'm doing. It's a 6-week series on burnout, start to finish. Well, it never ends, but yeah. And so that was supposed to be this. And yeah, I never could get happy with it. I don't have time to re-record it. I have time to sit here and chit chat with Bud because that'll need listening.
And so I just said, well, why don't I was like, hey, your boy hadn't been on in a minute.
Right.
So why don't we just sit here and chit chat, talk about the last couple of weeks or whatever, and that'll be it. Because if this goes like the last one, we didn't edit the thing.
Yeah, we didn't edit much of anything, did we? We've already come across a few things that we're going to have to edit with me with my mouth. Not me. We won't keep you here an hour this time, though. We don't have time for that.
No, we got stuff to do. We got to eat, dogs, and try to do a little more packing, and yeah, and eventually try to get some rest too.
Yeah. So we're moving back to Memphis. You already know that from my last podcast, When Dreams Die. And we just thought it would be cool to talk about how it's impacting us differently, because it is. A lot of things are overlapping, but it's different.
It's stressful for both in different, in a lot of the same ways, and also in some different ways. But in those same ways, where it's affecting both of us differently, which is normal for anybody, but with us, it's especially normal for us that it happened. It's just been kind of a crazy 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Well,
2 months.
Well, that's true. For me, 2 weeks, because my last day at my job was Friday the 23rd of May. Right. And so for the past couple of weeks, I've been trying to do as much as I can, make phone calls, trying to find us a place to rent. In Memphis was like, just give me a person.
Yo, nothing is easy. Ever. Nothing is easy. It's like, let me give you money to live in your house that you own.
Right.
That's that. No, it's not that easy.
But you go through 10 voice prompts that can't understand you, so then you finally go to, well, let's make it easier. And so if you can either say this or press 1. So anyway, after several of those calls, we finally found something, got it looked at. We signed the lease on it. We just got to finish making the final down payment and everything. And the plan is that we will be there on Monday. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Actually, we'll be in the house on Monday. We'll be in Memphis Saturday or Sunday. We still don't know yet. As of this today is Thursday.
We did get good news today, though.
Yes.
I got a call from the truck company that I was going to rent from. I was really supposed to pick it up originally on Thursday, which is today. And because we thought we were going to move into that house on Friday. Well, no. We had to wait till Monday, so I pushed it back till Saturday. So I get a call this morning from the lady, and she goes, you want to go ahead and come get the truck? You can get it early. I want to charge you the 2 extra days. I'm like, yes, that'd be fantastic.
And this is one of those things I want to talk about because it hit us both this morning.
Oh, yeah.
We both were sitting there, and it's like you get to a certain point in packing and staging where it's like there's nothing else to do without getting some stuff out of the way, right? And so we were both just sitting there. I've been working, writing, doing some stuff. I could have been recording a podcast, but here we are.
Didn't cross your mind at the time.
Didn't cross my mind at the time. And we were like, just that frustration, like, can something just...
And we verbalized it to each other.
10 minutes before she called.
At most, 10 minutes, the phone rings. And the weird part, they had called me earlier to confirm the reservation. So the lady calls back, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, we thought
Because
it was going to be bad
there's
news.
been some hiccups this week, and I'm sitting there going, well, it's probably another one. But no, it was good news getting the truck. So we got the truck and actually got, you know, anything was a help to
Right.
get whatever loaded we could.
Yeah, and so we got a ton of stuff loaded today.
We probably got a room's worth of stuff put on there anyway.
I mean,
So,
fortunately, he helped me with the heavier furniture.
yes,
You know, and
but I wasn't much. Most of the time I'm the bronze and she's the brains, but this time it was the other way around.
right. It was all me, babe. I did the hard part.
All right, as always. If you watched the first video I was on, just if you haven't, go back and you'll
understand.
what the hard part means.
The hard part is anything Lee has to do.
So yeah, so that was some good news there, and of course, anytime you're selling a house, nothing rarely goes
Yeah,
smooth.
that's been a nightmare too. And it's nobody's fault.
It's nobody's fault. It's just life.
It is life, but you handle it so much better because I just need even just a loose plan. And I feel like we haven't even been able to have a loose plan. It's
really.
just been fly by the seat of your pants day by day. See what happens. Something's constantly changing with the buyer, with this, with that.
Yeah, and so for me the past 2 weeks, as long as I've been able to stay busy, because I had one of those jobs where from the time I got to work to the time I left, I'm doing something. And a lot of that's just me, right? Last week trying to get some of the logistics worked out and over the weekend and then everything. And then this week, we get to that point of okay, it's starting to slow down. We still got a few days before we can start putting stuff on a truck. And I wake up this morning and I'm like,
right. Because I mean, everything's pretty much, I know it doesn't look like it behind us, the chaos behind us, but everything is
like pretty much everything that we're not using in one form or another is packed. Okay. Right. And so, I'm sitting there just like, what am I going to do? I'm like, I can play guitar, but I can't do that all day because my fingers start bleeding. And so I'm sitting there thinking, like, literally, it's like God said, okay, here you go. This is what I'm throwing your way.
It was just, it was so, it was just so nice.
It was nice.
It made
something that kind of, it almost seems trivial, but the way our day was heading and the thoughts we were going through for both of us was like such a relief, and our moves just did a 180. Right. But yeah, through all that, it's like everything that comes up, it's like, okay, get on it. I let her stress about it, and I'll try to take care of it.
Right. Right. I'll stress about it. You take care of it. I mean, you got the stress part right.
Right.
And you do take care of the majority of the physical aspect of things.
True. Well, in the mental aspect of 24 phone calls to.
Yeah, you are good about doing the phone calls. Okay, I give you credit. Bow down to you, brother.
That was brain dust after that.
Everything's just complicated.
Complicated, computerized. You've got to make the irony what I'm about to say on this. Possibly the easiest phone call I had to make all the past 2 weeks was a utility company in Memphis about trying to get that set up.
And if you've ever or if you've ever done anything in Memphis, or I guess utility companies in general.
Yeah, pretty much in general. It's like, once again, now, again, it took me about 3 or 4 minutes to get to an actual person, but once I got to that person, like, laid out everything, boom, 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 you're good. And I said, okay, I'll take care of it Monday.
Yeah. So that's good. No, the easiest thing was what I took care of. Transferring the internet.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty easy.
Online. I didn't have to talk to anybody.
Yeah, that always makes it easier.
Yeah.
To do.
Yeah. So we're excited. I can't wait to be back by my kids and see them as often as I want and have dinners together and hug their necks and kiss their faces off. My son will actually be here tomorrow to help us move. So he's going to bring his truck and throw some, last minute stuff in there. So that'll be nice. We're very thankful for that.
Sure. What we did today, and I'm like, I'm tired.
We're both just fried.
And a lot of it's mental.
Yeah.
Not
Well, for me,
but
it's
not mental.
99.8%
True.
mental.
True.
I did load the truck by myself today.
You did. What? What about that pillow I put on there?
You did put the pillows on there. You did.
Always.
You did. Yeah. Thank you for that.
I mean, do what I can.
What else happened? Oh, my grief journal got published this week. That was
Yes.
another good thing that happened this week.
Yes. And I'm going to assume here that she's going to post a link to it if it's ready for public viewing.
Yes, I will put
In the
that
comments?
in. I'm excited about that. It's my very first, and it's you know it's not a huge deal, but it's a huge deal for me. I worked hard on it, and it's leading into bigger things that I'm also are in the works and working on.
There's more surprises down the road that
Yeah.
been getting glimpses. But wow, see, this is
He has not had a drink, y'all.
this is unintentional promotion of another one of her episodes called Words Are Hard.
Right.
Let me start again. There are a few things that she's doing that I've been given some glimpses of.
Right.
That I think are going to be very beneficial to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And we've had some other people kind of test drive it, so to speak, and
Got really good feedback.
good feedback, and they're of the same opinion. So
Yeah.
look forward to that as well.
Yeah. Makes me think about what I said yesterday when we were on our way home from lunch. My daughter called, talking about words are hard. My daughter called, and what did I say? I told her our pushing got closed
Our
back.
pushing got closed. Yeah, our pushing got closed back.
And I think what I meant to say was our closing got pushed back.
Yeah.
And I said it like, and it took me a solid minute to understand what I said wrong.
You never. I don't know if you ever got it completely right. You said it again, which I think was on purpose for effect.
No.
No, so that you said it wrong twice after you
I said it wrong twice, and then I said it for effect later on when we were talking about it. One was intentional, but there were a couple times that were unintentional.
These are the things that have gotten us through.
Right, just laughing at the stupid stuff. Because what else are you going to do, right?
But hopefully things are starting to shape up the way that they need to.
Right.
And I always believe that things always shape up the way they need to. It may not be as fast or like the way you vision it happening, but it usually ends up happening the way it's supposed to. So we're keeping faith in that.
And being patient with the process, you know.
Still a couple more steps to go through as far as getting this house officially sold.
Yeah, that's what had me distracted at the beginning. The appraiser will be here tomorrow in the middle of us loading, or in the middle of me loading the truck.
That's right.
While you're eating bonbons and petting the dogs.
It could be a her.
It is a her, actually. Yeah. That'll be fun.
I'll make sure that.
What else? Neither one of us are super talkative today.
No, we're not.
We're just so tired.
I think we're tired. I think we're probably getting hungry. This is the time of day where we're starting to settle down for the day.
Yes.
This is usually about the times when I'm gonna spell it out the DOGS.
Want their DINNER.
And then usually not long after that, it is time for our DINNER, and then our evening COFFEE.
Which we don't have to spell.
The dogs don't like coffee, I don't guess. We've never given it to them.
Thank goodness.
I will say caffeine is one thing they do not need.
Right.
But.
So yeah, this is our winding down time.
So winding down time. And we do have a long couple days ahead of us too, so.
Yeah. But I couldn't, whether anybody else cares or not, I couldn't go 2 weeks without posting something. Even just for me. I need for me to stay in the habit of it, number one.
Right.
And number two, I'm nothing else if not just
consistent.
Well,
with this.
With this, I wasn't even going to say that. Just myself. I'm not going to pretend that I've got everything together when I don't,
True.
I'm not going to lie. So
another reason is who knows what next week's going to bring.
Right.
We
well, I do have that other video that I just need to wait for a little bit of information before I can post it. I'm really, really, really excited.
Yeah, I think everybody will like that one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not to give anything away, but
That's pretty cool.
It was really cool.
And then I've got another girl that I was actually supposed to record with today that canceled because there's just too much going on.
I'd forgotten about that. She canceled?
No, I
Or you
canceled.
canceled?
I canceled because it wasn't even supposed to be until 5 or 5:30, and I was like, "There's just too much."
She's going to reschedule?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay.
She's wonderful.
Good.
Y'all all meet her. She's fantastic. She publishes coloring books. She's an artist, and she's fabulous. So she'll be on here in a few weeks once I get that done. It's just a season we got to get through.
Yeah, it is, and we will.
And we will.
Just
It'll be fun.
We did this 3 years ago, and it was really no easier then.
Right.
It just seemed it a little bit.
Right.
But
I've added a lot of pressure to us with this. I just have. Well, I feel like it.
I don't think so. I think it's the overall circumstances, not necessarily why we were moving, kind of why we were moving, but in a different place doing it, like, because you got when we sold the house up there, we only had a couple showings up there before there was an offer.
Yeah, it went a lot smoother.
Everything just seemed to go boom, boom, boom right anyway. Honestly, there were very few hiccups on that one, except for the appraiser had to come out twice for some reason.
Right, because he was
crazy
drunk.
I think he was drunk the first time.
He absolutely was drunk the first time.
I kind of had a suspicion it's not going to be quite as that smooth.
Right.
Just because.
And it's not that anything terrible has happened. There were a lot more showings. This is a different market.
Yeah.
There were 17 showings?
Probably.
We got 3 heavily interested and then 1 offer.
And we've had, and with the inspection on this one, we had to do a little bit more stuff than we had to do with that one.
Right.
Some of it, I'm not even going to do it, but some of it was just stupid.
Yeah.
Like, just never heard of it before. But anyway, we had to do
it's
our due diligence. It's done. And so that didn't help with some of the stress of it or whatever.
Right. But we made it through. If you're going through something stressful, you'll make it through. Keep the faith.
Just keep plugging and keep. The biggest thing is just keep busy and trying to take care of things.
Right, one foot in front of the other.
Like she said, have a plan. Try to.
Yes, have a plan if you can.
Try to stick to it if circumstances let you.
$50 advice for the day.
50 cents.
50 cents. Yeah, no, that I don't even think it's worth 50 cents. Keep your chin up, kids.
Could have given you change for a dime on that advice. But anyway, so.
Okay, I think the dogs are ready to eat.
Yeah, that's what's going on. We're going to leave it at that. Just wanted to have something for y'all to, look at this week, laugh at, whatever.
Whatever.
If it inspires you in a certain way, great.
If nothing else, it makes me feel better that I didn't miss 2 weeks in a row. So really, this is for me.
Exactly. All for you. All for you. Anyway, we're going to get out of your hair.
All right, we'll see you next week, guys.
Well, yeah.
Bye. Oh, wait, I forgot my line. I don't have anything else to say. Love you. Bye. I'm so dumb.